Let me turn the music down for this. At the beginning of time, there were only two things, essentially. Man and anti-man. What you need to understand is that man has a tradition long upheld in serving others and making the community positive. Anti-man has been working for a long time in order to dismantle the community. And I mean the international man community. And this isn't a gender thing. I'm talking about the generalized man. So, at the bottom of the ocean, I saw this in a dream last night. At the bottom of the ocean, the anti-man, the principal anti-man, waits, sucking away our life forces through a straw. And forgive me for being short of words here. I find myself in a philosophical conundrum because now that I've been made aware of the anti-man, on an ethical level, I feel compelled to teach you guys about the anti-man because I want you guys to be safe. You guys know what the deal is. I'm here to protect you and keep you from being taken advantage of, from having your advantage taken from you. And so, that's why I want to tell you, right? But at the same time, I understand the anti-man to be a sort of basilisk. Once you're aware of the anti-man, you go dark mode. This is what it's like with the anti-man. Do you see how terrifying it is? You realize why I don't want to expose you to this now, right? But we live in light. We live in light and we make good things happen, so we have to learn even when it's painful. The anti-man was created 2,000 years ago, at the beginning of time, when man was born. And the reason for that is because they are the yin to our yang, if you will, or the yang to our yin, depending on how you see things. And so, in this sense, anti-man represents something, I would say, hopeful, because of the fact that we haven't killed the anti-man so far. That goes to show that we still have our manness. And in our manness, we find that things can actually often be this sort of way for a very long time. For example, look at where do I want to go in history? Let's look at Venice, Italy, 13th century. So 13th century Venice, you had a lot of boats, You had a lot of boats, you have a lot of people mowing around. But really, it's like, for what? Because once you start to put yourself in the shoes of someone in history, you start to see where the anti-man's plans really start to understand you. And that's weird, right? Because you may be going, wait a minute, how can something from back in history know who I am and know about me? But it's true. That's the worst part about the anti-man. This is the big thing that I was afraid of telling you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. The anti-man experiences time in reverse. There are a lot of implications for this, guys, and we're going to be getting into them in future videos. But for now, I think it's best if you just digest the basics. Later on, we're going to talk more about the anti-man. It may not be the next video, but I'm going to tell you guys about it when the time is right. Make sure you're okay, guys. Shout outs to all the good ones out there. Be safe.